Oh, God. Okay. Alexa, when I spun you around on the beach for the first time almost 2 years ago and said, "You're so tiny," what I was actually thinking was, holy shit, she's perfect. How can I get her to like me? And funny enough, you must have been thinking the same thing because we ended up going on 2 dates that day. And it's wild the connection and chemistry we shared after only a few hours. Well, more like 8. From our first conversation, you were so fun, honest, and open, and I know that is going to be the foundation of our marriage. Our ability to communicate freely has already become one of our greatest strengths. This may come as no surprise to you, but I haven't really been someone who's put a lot of thought into their wedding day, and for a while there, I wasn't sure if marriage was even in the cards for me. But when you gave me the freedom to be my weirdest self and provided a safe place to voice my insecurities without judgment, I knew there was something special about you. You have made my life so much more enjoyable, and I cherish you so much. And though I thought the day would never come, and I can't even begin to express how blown away I am by you, I'm gonna try. You're absolutely beautiful, relentlessly loyal, I have so much more to go, and magically creative. You're someone who would ride on the back of a butterfly through a field of rainbows if you could. You match my energy and sometimes lack thereof. You're ambitious, talented, spunky, and you make the weirdest voices for our boys. More Finn than Rippy, but you know. You were probably a maid in a past life, and I appreciate how you rather clean than sit on the couch watching football all day. You're funny, compassionate, kind, patient, generous, always willing to learn, and always make me feel safe and understood. And I love the way you always show me how much you care about me and are always thinking of me. But most importantly, you look at me like I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. You truly make me want to be a better man. And I can't wait for all the adventures that we're gonna have. From our DIY home projects to hiking another 1,000 mountains in probably the wrong shoes, we're gonna have one heck of a life together. I appreciate so many things about you. Like how our dreams and ambitions always include each other. Or when I have moments of spin out and need some air and you'll drop everything just to go on a walk with me. I love how when you come downstairs in the morning and see me working, you just stand there and patiently wait for a morning hug. I love how your desire to constantly grow as a person and a partner, never choosing the easier road and always willing to do the work. I love how gullible you are because it's a sweet reminder of how much you trust me. I especially love the way that you care for our dogs Ripper and Finn, and I am so excited to see you channel that energy into becoming a mother. A mom I know you've always dreamt of being, a mom who's supportive, patient, playful, nurturing, accepting, and holds no limitations on what her kids strive to be. And they're going to love you so much for it. I can't wait to find out how weird they're going to be. But they're going to be so lucky to be ours. I know you're going to encourage them the same way that you encourage me and remind us on even the roughest days that we always have something great to be grateful for. When I recently skimmed through my gratitude journal looking through for inspo, I smiled when you literally made every single entry. And I know we're gonna have days that are harder than others, but I'm never gonna stop trying to find gratitude in you because you give my life so much fulfillment. Plus, on the challenging days, all we really need to do is follow Ripper and Finn's example because that's honestly what true love is. You really are someone who brings me joy and reminds me that it's okay when I sometimes put the coffee beans down the garbage disposal, but to forgive myself and try harder in the future not to. You're always cheering me on, reminding me how proud of me you are, and I promise I will never stop in that pursuit. The way you celebrate my wins is so authentic and genuine, and I hope you never stop doing the little head bop dance in the moments that you just do when you're excited. I honestly consider myself the luckiest man in the world, knowing that you are choosing to wake up next to me for the rest of your life. I want you to know as I make these promises, they aren't just the expectation, but the standard of the man I want to be in this marriage. My first promise is simple but important. I promise to give you arm tickles anytime you reach out for them, and not just when I want to binge a second show. I promise to take off my shoes before entering the house, not because you're a clean freak, but because you want our family to be safe from disease. I promise to always be upfront and honest with you, no matter how difficult the conversation could be. And I promise that I will never make family decisions alone and always together. I promise to be vulnerable with you and our children, and to teach them how to be kind and provide them with a strong moral compass. And finally, I promise, for the rest of my life, I'm not going anywhere. I love you so much.
My heart.
I know.
I feel like I'm in a bar.
I couldn't even read. I was so freaking nervous.
I'm like
Can
shaking.
you imagine doing those in front of
No, I'm shaky.
like a million people?
Okay. Are you ready? Colin, aka Coblin. True story. After our first date on the beach, I called my mom when I was driving home. I remember smiling from ear to ear as I was telling her about you. My first impression was that you were witty, smart, driven, health conscious, and so handsome. I was over the moon about meeting you and kept replaying how smoothly our conversation went over those couple hours walking along Cardiff Beach. I couldn't get over the fact that Finn and Ripper seemed to be in love after the first meetup too. I think the way they immediately started playing was a sign of our future. Meant to be playful and a little bit sandy. I know you think nobody really knows after the first meeting, but I like to think that I did. Oh, I should have gone first. I can't even see the words because my eyes are blurry. I can't imagine doing this in front of like so many people. You know how some people say that soulmates are two of the same, and if you're looking for one, you should look for someone just like you. Same beliefs, same outlook on life, same hobbies. In some ways, this is true. I see a lot of mirrored characteristics between us. Our empathy, HSPs, our shared passion for achieving more, how we both have an abundance of love to give, our massive creative sides, and of course, our silliness. But in a lot of ways, a soulmate is the opposite of you. It's someone who has all the stuff you don't and needs all the things you have, like yin and yang or Finn and Ripper. Over the course of our relationship, there have been so many moments where we have been just that for each other. You've shown me the balancing act that makes relationships so beautiful. You've been the exact person I've needed to help support me through personal growth spurts, to cheer me on as I explored new professional avenues, and to hold my hand while I've navigated big emotions. We've had tons of fun adventures along the way, sliding down mud hills in Kauai, walking through the street fairs in Santa Barbara, cramming into the wet camper with our boys while it's storming in Joshua Tree, and countless DIY projects at home. The way we've stitched our lives together has felt seamless. The home we've built, literally, is so cozy that it makes me cry happy tears when we're having coffee in the morning or sitting on the couch in the evening together. From the very beginning, we've had a knack of understanding what each other needs. It's always felt natural, honest, and supportive. And when it's not perfect, when the conversations get tough, our open communication has always helped us make it out the other side as smarter individuals and a stronger couple. I promise to never expect perfection from you and to embrace the realness because that leads to real growth. One of your traits that made me fall so in love with you is your dedication to continuous personal growth. You're always evolving into the best version of yourself, which is something I always strive to do too. I promise to make sure my path remains parallel to yours as you grow alongside me. I didn't say again.
These are so good.
Being able to call you my husband is the proudest statement I've been able to say out loud.
More.
There's more. I know one day when we have children, the next proudest...
Hey, come here, lay down. Come here. Lay down.
Sit. Hey, Finny, sit. Down. Stay. These are good.
Come on with the tail tuck.
Being able to call you my husband is the proudest statement I've ever been able to say out loud. I know one day when we have children, the next proudest statement I'll be able to say is that we are mom and dad. I promise to work with you to build a family that isn't afraid to show emotions and cry. I will partner with you to teach our kids to be kind over everything else. And I promise that while I know we were not made to be perfect, I will always remember that you were made to be loved. I promise to continue scheming with you for the rest of your life. And when we come up with our golden idea, I'll give it everything I've got because I know you'll do the same. I'll always be here to listen to you as a non-reactive sounding board because I know you like that. I'll make sure there's always time for walks around the block so we can have our deep talks to catch up on the day, problem solve, vent about a situation, or celebrate a win. And most important of all, I promise that my love for you will be endless. I know our relationship, family, and love will evolve over the rest of our lives, but know that I will always be your #1 fan. Whether our nights include throwing on a record and cooking dinner together, hopping in bed early because we're both reading really good books, or washing Finn or Rippy at 10 p.m. because they got sprayed by a skunk, I promise to be by your side through it all, giving you my forever love. I can't wait to see what adventures...
Hey.
I can't wait to see what adventures await us, and I can't wait to do the rest of life with you as the O'Rourke's best friends forever. Husband and wife.
Husbands.
Husband and wife. Should I say that again?
No.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, those are so much better than mine.
No, they weren't.
No,
You're so wonderful.
yours are so good. Are you crazy? Oh my God! Thank God you didn't go first. I wouldn't have done it.
No, yours were amazing. How similar were yours to mine, though?
Will you? I want yours written out. Will you write them for me?
Yeah, they are. They're going to be.
Yours are 10 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, they were insane. Are you kidding?
I'm like shaking.
I want you to say. I want you to. Will you read it again? I want you to read them again.
Yeah. Did I not do good?
No, I just want to hear it all again. It was so good.